about the connections that it makes, about how we feel about our surroundings and what's happening globally. So she's explored many subjects, politically, socially, personally, and domestically. So I hope that you had a chance to reflect and enjoy. She's going to be speaking about a couple of the pieces tonight about her work. I'll tell you a little bit about her. Since 2009, Cynthia Fleischmann has been using the naked body as her canvas to capture the connections we have with our world and each other. The interactive process of location, scouting, painting, and photographing her subjects is organic and natural. As soon as it's been photopaintified, the insecurities and preconceived sexual and cultural notions of nudity dissipate. Cynthia has turned her resulting photographs of this dialogue between her painted subjects merged into a particular environment, bodypaintography. Her signature red fawns represent the bloodflow that keeps the heart and mind alive, and also brings to mind the hearts that have stopped due to violence. They are our primal connection to life, death, and nature. Cynthia has performed live body paintings at the exhibition of Nudity, we're in picture Mania. Okay, pronunciation at Art Basel, Switzerland in 2011, and has collaborated with South African activist artist Zeneli Moli. Last year, Cynthia organized and photographed an artistic happening called Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust during Burning Man, to which 77 volunteers united naked, covered in dust, to connect with the desert environments. Bodypaintography has been exhibited at University of Miami's Art Museum, Coral Gables Museum, various art fairs, including Art Miami, Art Palm Beach, MIA, Seafair, and Paint Fair. Cynthia has also been exhibited in Lugano, Switzerland, Dubai, UAE, and in Bad Homburg, Germany. Her commissioned works include bodypaintography, A Sail for Pita, and a mural at the Sign of Life Resort in Vindota, Sri Lanka. Cynthia's work has been featured in Best of College and High School Photography 2013, published by Photographers Forum magazine. She was also awarded a Juror Award of Merit, People Portraits at the Grand Prix de la Vindota. The University of Miami, Florida, USA awarded Cynthia a full scholarship to pursue her Master's of Fine Arts. She has been teaching photography and expects to graduate in May 2014. She is a finalist for Fulbright Fellowship. To teach social awareness through art and photography in the township of Nudity, Cape Town, South Africa. Cynthia grew up in Zurich, Switzerland, and in Dover, Massachusetts. She is the youngest of 4 sisters, and she loves to dance. Cynthia.
composing the shot using photographic elements and design. Mainly, I use the center a lot, as well as using the rule of thirds. So you'll see mainly the red hands in the center using that line, or playing with the opposite sides to balance the frame. I'm really drawn into environments based on the formal aspects as well as the messages behind them, and they're really people specific. There are ones in that corner, I can start right over there, that not everyone could be bareback on a horse in the desert. This woman had been training this horse to work with body language and sign language and be comfortable with her enough to have this connection in this desert. And I really saw these colors in the horse that were so beautiful, and the connection she had with the horse, and the way I connected her was photographed. And the horse was constantly moving, and it was a whole process, and the sun was going down, and it was a really fast process as well in a country that is not very accepting to nudity. So the naked body has been really interesting to work with in different cultures because of its acceptance. And even though we all have it in Switzerland, it's much more allowed to be naked outside than I think in America. And that's what I realized when I moved to America, that there's such a stigma about the body. It's I don't know, there's so many aspects that have to be covered, yet the form is so beautiful, every form. And so that's what I'm really trying to highlight, is the beauty of the naked body in mainly a non-sexual way, even though some of the images have a sexual vibe to the person, and that's a beautiful thing as well. But that's not exactly what I'm trying to highlight. It's the connection of the person and the environment and the details that we sometimes overlook. The story is really fast. These three images are not so much about the body painting itself, they're about the photograph. They're all just very basic painted. It's not the skill of the painting, it's the skill of the person, really, to be on the horse, to be, in this environment that really smells bad. You don't see that. You don't smell it yourself. It's just a really beautiful image with the red complementing each other and the green. This one, it was 2 degrees weather outside, and I asked the person who was an outdoor survival person, so I saw this tree stump that just didn't have any snow in it, and I was just drawn to the fact that it was alone, covered by the surrounding contrast of the whites and the snow, and the darks and the green, and then this stump. And it was a perfect place for a person to feel like they're hibernating in a way. It's their own spot. And a place to contemplate in a way. They all have this silence about them that I really enjoy. It's this moment where you're just still and you're comfortable in the space. The progression that I have, these ones are just similar with the inside and the outside that I really enjoy. And going over more, it's about the painting as well then. So I really spent more time actually painting on the body, incorporating it into the environment, and composing the shot. Working with the hair, I never changed the hair color. I just work with it in the environment, with the colors as well. And the spiral staircase is the form of the staircase that I saw was intriguing, and that's what I needed to capture and paint somebody into. So it wasn't so much the message of the staircase, but after it's done, you could read into it and see that the woman is somewhat being stepped on or trapped inside. But those aren't initially my intentions, but it's really interesting to have all these stories come out from the images. And the red hands, they really enhance the images a lot with meaning that are there for you to put into the image. I'm not dictating what that will mean for you, but the covering of the face could mean a a number of things, and it's up to the viewer to interpret it. These two together are for social awareness of Arab Springs and also corrective rape. So these ones are very activist oriented and very different as well to write on the body instead of camouflaging them into the environment. So working with the models to bring out their story and who they are and have their environment reflect the person as well. But you can be painted multiple times because we're incorporated into so many aspects of life that I want to show a bit of everything, inside, outside. And the culmination in the end is pretty much Burning Man, where everyone is so comfortable with their own body and their skin, you don't need a layer of paint to feel liberated. It's, I got 77 people together at Burning Man to be one with each other, the environment, and yourself, really, to be comfortable being naked. And that's really the goal of all my work, is to see the body as a beautiful work of art. And be comfortable in your skin, and also appreciate all the environments that we're part of. If that's positive or negative, if that's, So, that's a little bit about my work. I would be happy to talk a little bit more about ones that you think that you'd like more information about. But I could keep going for a while. This is the whole couch series. But I could, if anybody is interested in getting painted, I'm always down for different body types and different environments. And I think that everyone is a work of art, and that there's a lot of inspiration in all these different backgrounds and places we're a part of. So thank you so much for all being here.